That is all you've got? Ha! This one's done in.
Send in the goats!
Hey, Tyler, how's it going? Just doing some concept building for an idea Toby had. Yeah, I need to put a hearth up.
Hey! How do you like that? The old twiddly whiddlies! Ha you buggers!
Back to identify as pasta. Gonna build a concept for a specialized DLC forge. Specifically working on the Beorn workstation workshop right now.
Then we'll kill them all.
Pasta will do that to you. Chocolate filled churros.
I want
That does sound delicious and dangerous. Just be happy you're not diabetic. I think I want to do stone steps. You should probably get that checked out. I'm type 2 diabetic, so highs are my concern.
I ain't going no further.
Huh? I never thought of that. That's probably a good plan, though. It does sound like a bad day. It'd be scary. Let's put Glamdring away. I wonder if it's important to Toby to not.
Let's give these bastards a good hammering!
Hey, Skill Troll. Thanks for the lurk. Seriously? That sounds terrible. I'd have been up in arms about that.
Smell that?
Yeah, sending Toby a message.
Smells like elf. How can you smell anything over your own stench?
You will not kill this
Really?
dwarf. We got orcs. That's one more for me.
Alright. We're going to go ahead and build these with just non-modded pieces. I think that's a safe bet. Although I really want to use
Hello there!
these large windows. Butts, shiny? Like smoked pork butts? I'm gonna go with smoked pork butts then. How you doing tonight, Shiny? I was falling asleep earlier, about 5 o'clock. I was ready to pass out, but I powered through, and now I'm not ready for bed at all. So, I'm well. Been working on cleaning out a garage here at my house for a place to make a home gym. It's going as well as you can expect any garage cleaning to go. It really hasn't been too bad. I mean, it was pretty messy because my wife was using it to brood chicks in earlier this year, so there was quite a mess to clean up in there. Yeah, go for it.
Who broke Snorbag's neck? Hurt them!
Oh, we never blame the chickens. So I hosted colleagues from the university overnight to tour our different reserves. We planned to stay at a newish fancy building in the middle of the prairie last night. 4 years old. $2.1 million construction cost. Wow. I note you said building, not house. Oh no. Flooding is no bueno. Mold, sewage back up, baseboards messed up. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Did you find it before you had the colleagues show up? How late was it? Like, how much of a pain was it to get to somewhere else and to bed down for the night? Right, Tyler. Oh no. Damn cows. Now we gotta add the starting in about a minute. Well, hopefully they were good sports about it. Is that the answer to everything? If it's cute, it gets a pass, Tyler. Well, sounds like you made the best of a shitty situation. Pun intended. Then found a dead cow, a lame cow, and a gate that had been mislocked by an oil worker. Oh, damn it. That sounds like a rough time, man. Festival camping, yeah. Burning Man style, right? Yeah, it doesn't sound exhausting. All you can really do in a situation like that is laugh and roll with it, right? Yeah, that's good. Worth the exhaust then. Toby just gave me the go ahead to use everything.
Send in the goats!
Thanks for the lurk, Davey. I'm lurking on yours too, bud. I've ordered the gym equipment already. I had a bunch of credit card points that I ended up using up. We planned on using them for some travel stuff, but kids' schedules aren't really allowing for that right now, and everybody wants workout equipment at the house, so we all agreed to go ahead and use it for that. I got ordered from Rep Fitness, and I ordered a 2 Smith machines, or 2 power racks, one with the Smith machine attachment and one with a cable machine, like 270 pounds worth of weight on that. And then cable machine, Smith machine, 2 power racks. Got these things called ISO arms from Rep Fitness that have like a C-shaped handle connected to a pivot arm, and each one there's a right one and a left one. Each one has a horn on it to add weight plates to it. We've already got a row machine and a treadmill and exercise bike, so what else did I get? 2 adjustable benches to use those, and all the safety bars and everything like that, resistance bands, and like just about 400 pounds worth of weight. I still need to pick up some dumbbells. Probably gonna get up to 50 pounders on those. I got 3 wrestlers in the house. I got a 17-year-old son, and then I have boy-girl twins that are 14, and they all wrestle. So they're all looking to stay in shape, get in better shape for wrestling, and this is gonna help. Hopefully, that's the goal, anyways. Okay, I don't know why those railings weren't working there like I wanted them to. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good setup. And I'm in the process of making my own cold plunge. And we already have an infrared sauna. So, all good recovery stuff. I love the cold plunge. I had a cheap inflatable one for a while. Loved that thing, so decided to go bigger and make my own. That's why it's not working, because I'm using the wrong one. Well, that looks dumb. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Shiny. Have a good night. Good recovery. The initial goal, Tyler, is being able to walk on crutches, which is pretty hard with one hand and one leg. So, but I got some new crutches that can be used with my prosthetic in conjunction with my prosthetic hand. And the goal is to be able to do that by mid-October, because that will be senior night for my son, and I want to be able to walk across the football field with him instead of taking my wheelchair across the football field. So, fingers crossed, that's the goal. Granite. Maybe I should eat. That's the initial goal. There's more goals than that, but first things first.
Who's that Nagrot? Kill him!
That's definitely true. Like, I would love to do some traveling. All the traveling that I was too poor to do when I had all my appendages. And that's going to be so much easier with on crutches than it is in a wheelchair. Because you folks over there aren't that wheelchair accessible. Maybe not you so much, but other parts of Europe. And even the places that are wheelchair accessible over there aren't necessarily the places I want to see so much, you know, being a history fan and all. I think I should have. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna tear it down and redo it all. Sorry, I know this can be boring for people, but I overlooked a detail and I need to fix it. I should probably be building this on a different
I see
platform.
prey ahead.
This one's not going to be big enough. That one probably, no, that's not even a platform. Okay, we're just gonna have to make our own platform. Yeah, that one wasn't big enough either. Okay, so the part we need to pay attention to for this is this 3x3 grid that I'm standing on. Everything else is just to give me room to build. And I guess the stairs, anything that's attached directly to this 3x3 grid. This platform down here that surrounds everything is just to get it up and give me room to work. And this is why we use ancient blocks instead of regular foundation, so that we can attach stuff to the sides. And if anybody missed it, this is a Bayorn crafting workshop. Toby is trying to mod in some buildings. This started out, he wanted to make a forge for each DLC, because he's made those armors craftable and other things craftable with those. So to declutter the menus and just to be thematic, he wants to add he wanted to add forges. I said maybe they'd work better as set pieces and do something small. So I initially sent him some video of some set pieces that I made on a 4 square by 4 square grid, not a 4 floor tile, just one of the individual squares, for each direction. That's the footprint that a Kuzdual forge sits in, and so that was my theory behind that, was make it as big as a Kuzdual forge, but make it look more more unique and more thematic to the DLC, because I didn't see Bayorn stuff and Endcraft stuff being forged at, or even Rohan stuff being forged at a Kuzdual forge, or a Great Forge for that matter. So that's how that started. And then once I started showing him those concepts, he said it was kind of giving him the idea for for buildings. So we're gonna make some 3x3 grid buildings and make them as DLC themed workshops. Now I'm having trouble remembering how I did that. Maybe I'm more tired than I thought I was. Excuse me.
Send in the goats!
Hey, Jubo. I am building DLC workshop concepts for Toby. As one does, right? Working on a Bayorn themed one right now. I previously asked Toby to change these windows to 3 windows, 3
Send in the
squares.
goats!
Welcome back. Welcome to Twitch. I previously asked Toby to switch these to 3 squares wide instead of 4. And I know we ran a poll on it, but I don't know what the result of that poll was. So as much as I'd like to use these right here, they're not going to fit. Maybe he did say he was going to, but he hasn't done it yet, so I'm going to have to build them without the round granite windows. But I think I can do this. It'll still be good. Back to stone. Yeah, I mean, these are just concepts, so we can always change them up later. So originally, Toby's concept was, at least what I gathered from it, was that he was designing great forges and was going to design one for each DLC. And my suggestion was to make them set pieces. And my initial reason for that suggestion was because um, I didn't want, I didn't like it didn't match the lore for me. Like, why would there be a Rohan, a great forge of the Rohirrim, or a great forge of the Bjornians, or an Entcraft great forge, or an Orc Hunter great forge? Orc Hunter might be the only one that makes sense, but not in my mind. Um, but why would those great forges exist within Khazad Doom? Because the dwarves didn't craft those relationships um, until after the Balrog showed up, right? Um, those are like late third age, early fourth age relationships, from what I've understood. So yeah, they were going to be like permanent rooms, like you would discover the Belagost Forge or Narvi's Forge in his new campaign map that him and he and Mariak were going to make, um, or maybe even other community members, because he's trying to set up a way for anybody to be able to edit the map. But lore-wise, it just didn't make sense to me, so I suggested set pieces. I originally, you saw the videos that I did. Where I used the footprint of a Khuzdul forge, which is like 4 squares by 4 squares. Um, I used that as a footprint, so it would be as big as the Khuzdul forge, um, and then design them as set pieces. And then later, the thought occurred to me that way, if somebody didn't want an Entcraft forge in their world, they just didn't have to build it. You could still use the cosmetics and whatever. You could go to another world and craft the armors and bring them over to your world or whatever. But so then when I showed him those concepts, he said it was giving him the idea for, it gave him the idea for buildings instead of not great forges, not set pieces, but not buildable set pieces, but a building. So like now this could totally, if this concept works out and he starts putting them in the map, you'll be able to see you'll be able to see these buildings, but you won't necessarily have to use them if you don't want to. And I don't know, maybe he could even make them deconstructible, so you can go in there with Glamdring or whatever and destroy them. I'm not sure about any of that yet, but that's where my thoughts are landing. And the main reason, like the initial reason for the idea is because the other crafting stations are feeling cluttered with all the recipes, that since he's made all the DLC armors craftable. I don't know how I feel about that window there. How do you guys feel about it?
I ain't going no further.
The granite doesn't mix well with the stone. Maybe if I put some stone columns in there, huh? Like I just did the other ones. Looks a little better. Well, yeah, the whole idea, I think he's trying to add Boon Shatur into the storyline, like expanding the storyline. Nope, not a door. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about the red sandstone. These are a little too pink for my liking. Let's try this again. And then let's take a page out of Jubo's book.
Smell that?
And add
Smells like
some
elf.
vine work.
How can you smell anything over your own stench?
Yeah, I'm working on the adding the wood thing here just in just a second here. Yeah, that's not going to look good. Vines don't grow in that pattern, do they? I guess that wouldn't look too terrible. Oh, it's no. Nope. So, okay, we need to redo some stuff because Moria math is going to happen, is going to affect me. So instead of rotating these 45 degrees, we're going to put them right in there like that. Granite round archway. Go back and grab that lattice, that vine-covered lattice.
Smell that? Smells like elf. How can you smell anything over your own stench?
How do we feel about that? And then
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole dragon.
I'm not happy with the way that snapped. I like that without the wood columns in the center. Which wood columns are we talking about? The ones that I just deleted that had the vine covered lattice. So of the vine covering, so these ones that I put here. Okay, so to make that lattice blend in better, we're gonna go back with the rotated columns. And then there's lodge, granite archway, wood and stone. Use Miriax unsnapping. Like so. I think I do like that. This is out a little too far. I'm gonna use the straight one there. That's better. I like that. I think that turned out well. So the circle window, this here you're saying? The circle window is 4x4. Is 4x4 instead of 3x4. So I wouldn't have been able to center it without unsnapping it, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that on a whole wall. I'm okay using unsnapping for stuff like the vine-clad lattice and stuff like that, but okay, floor. What did I do wrong here? Oh no. I didn't go back far enough. But now that I think about it, I don't think I can go back far enough. Yeah, I can't. That's all right, though. Maybe this deserves a stone floor. Oops. What the?
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains.
Before you got here, Jubo was explaining that I don't expect this building to appear in this room on this tile or anything like that. So I built this up to give myself a working space, and then I built my building on top of it. So the only thing, if Toby were going to copy and paste this exact building, it would only be from this bottom stair up.
over your own stench.
Wish we had narrow stairs of this height, so I didn't have to overlap them. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Jubo. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
Tyler might be in a pasta coma. We're gonna try the long ones just to see where they land. Yep, that's the answer. There's no sense in regretting it, right? Right now. What are you streaming tomorrow, Ju? Are you streaming Return to Moria?
I ain't going
You
no
doing your
further.
sandbox playthrough? Is that what you were doing? Gotcha. I mean, you could challenge yourself to build with whatever's available. I know that sounds terrible. See? Great minds think alike, Jubo.
I ain't going no further.
Yeah, it's hard to not miss the mods once you get started with them, that's for sure. I'm using the wrong piece because I switched pieces. There we go.
I hate it here.
Okay, we're gonna do some spitballing here. That sounds like an amazing idea.
I ain't going no further.
Do I want that full ceiling there, or do I want to do something a little more vaulted?
I ain't going no further.
Ugh. Where did I lose it at? Come on.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that cap. It's gonna screw me again. Yeah, we're gonna live with it though. But it's just a concept.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
Hey Roger, how's it going? Welcome in. One moment, please.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains. I want out of this cursed mountain. I hate it.
Sorry, y'all. I had to take a phone call quick. When the family calls, you answer. Yeah, the micro snapping issues that occurred after Drone's folk dropped were still a thorn in my side. A thorn in everybody's side, I'm sure. You can see that micro snap right there. You can sit here and beat your head against it all day long, or you can just move on. And since this is a concept build that will probably change if it ever gets used, we will not do that. They also made these roof pieces odd sizes, so I usually don't use them. I might end up scrapping this whole roof, so I'm not gonna beat myself up over it in the meantime.
I ain't going no further.
Actually, I don't know if I like the look. I'm not even gonna finish it until I decide. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Can't have your roof dripping on that flat spot there. Right? Ah. Did targeting get weirder, or is that just my imagination?
Smell that? Smells like elf. How can you smell anything over your own stench?
Okay, that's more like it.
I hate it here. I ain't going no further.
I do like that overhang more.
I hate it here.
How's that level of regret going now, Tyler?
I ain't going no further. it here. Who broke Snorbag's neck? Hurt them! I want out of this cursed mountain. Smell that? Smells like elf. How can you smell anything over your own stench?
No, there's not different pieces in sandbox mode. I'm using a mod, but is there a specific piece you're looking at that you don't know about or you're unaware of? I can tell you if it came from a mod or a DLC. All these wooden columns and this, I think the vine-clad lattice comes from Entcraft. Look at the materials for that. Yeah, it comes from Entcraft DLC. And then all these wood columns and those wood pieces and that slate roof all came from the Bjorning DLC. This round granite window, this is actually called a round granite archway, comes from a mod called Secrets of Khazad-dûm.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded
Secrets of Khazad-dûm can be downloaded. It's only, you have to be on PC to use it, of course. But it's available on Nexus Mods. The mod author's name is Toby Ichiro. And then the degrees of rotation that I'm using, I'm rotating things at 45 degrees of rotation, but there's a mod called Advanced Builders Mod, Khazad-dûm Advanced Builders Mod, I think it is, by mod author Miriak Firmax. Allows degrees of rotation from 5 degrees to 95 degrees in 5-degree increments, or 90 degrees in 5-degree increments. I just have mine set to 45 because that's what I use the most. But that's also how I'm flying, and how I turn my dwarf invisible.
Smell that? Smells like elf. How can you smell anything over your own stench?
Don't like that hanging out there. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't access your save files and things like that on console and be able to use mods. Yes. Miriak and Toby are what keep this game alive, I think.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about.
Did I do overkill on those vines?
Bearded maggot
Those vine-clad posts, Tyler? What am I rotating for? And thanks, Roger. That's what I was going for. I think so. We're going to try a couple of things here. Lodge. Carved beams. Gonna have to go with 3.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains.
It is 2 next to each other. That's correct, Tyler. The vine clad posts, 2 on each side. Unsnapped, meshed into the wall. I was going to ask what you guys thought about this, but I think I already know the answer. Trying to give that floor piece there a finished look. Do we go with the carved lodge beams, or do we go with the old school cross beams? Oh, gotcha. I got 1 second. You rotate. All right. I think the cross beams, I know that they don't match the color as well, but I think that they finish that flooring piece better. And I think that they will look better on the corners too, where the corners match up. That's what I'm going with. Yeah.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains.
You talking about this one? Yeah. I think that would leave too much of a gap. Like, be too harsh.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole dragon.
More Celtic, yeah. Okay. All right. Now we have to add the crafting stations. So I don't think that Endcraft armor is crafted at a forge. Because the Endcraft outfit is more of an outfit than armor, but it's all leather and hide. So we're going to say workbench.
I ain't going no further.
You know how I feel about the holly trees. Or the garland. Yeah, for sure. Alright. And we need a stool out there. Nothing too fancy. And then a repair smithy. It's coming up in 1 minute, folks.
Smell that? Smells like elf.
And
Anything over your own stench.
you ask questions, I shall attempt to give answers. Nobody said they'd be good ones, though. Base building 21st hall Saturday. Do I go Westgate, city style with my usual adjustments, or full rustic? And the 21st hall, I like the Westgate city style, I think. I've built some rustic stuff in the 21st hall, and it just doesn't fit. I think you could go Westgate city style and add a little bit of rustic
So hungry, I could eat
flair
a
to
whole
it.
dragon.
Are you gonna go coastal marble or are you gonna go gray granite? Also, I really like when you're doing that city style. I really like the stone foundation, like the stone foundation look like I've got here with granite on top of it. I think that looks really good. And the Bjorning windows look good with the granite too. Each building our own, and my site is where the building is that has its own stairs. Okay. So with the stairs in mind, I would definitely say at least a basis in, like, have it based in the city style. You could do a mix of granite and stone. Are you using mods? You're not. You're probably not using mods because you're with the GG, right? Okay. Yeah, so you can do the...
Smell that?
It doesn't always work out great, but when it does, it looks good. So you can do things like... It sucks that you don't have mods. Because the mods have these 3 height walls, so then you can do things like this. But you can still do things. It's not going to work out the way I wanted it to. See, that didn't mesh very well. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Roger. Have a good night. Oh, I think you're going to do just fine holding your own against those folks. You're all good. So you could do things like this for Windows. Oh, of course it's not going to mesh now.
I hate it here.
I like those windows. And if you want to go a little bit bigger on them, you can. Where'd they go? That might look a little odd, but
I want out of this cursed mountain.
that's unfortunate. Sometimes you can get that to mesh in there pretty good. Not today, though. But I like all 3 of those looks together. Something to play with. When in doubt, just throw it all in the same pot. Furnishings. I like the empty barrel out here. Or maybe the empty barrel goes here. Oh, I forgot about the window boxes, yeah.
I ain't going no further.
One build, 4 seasons. Heck yeah, that sounds cool. Especially now that we have snow. And pumpkins, heck yeah.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole dragon.
What was I just gonna put? Oh yeah, I need a bookcase. Maybe I don't need a bookcase. Oh, that would be awesome. Like the present piles, but with pumpkins. That'd be good stuff. I don't like that there. Maybe if it was rotated a different way. Too big.
Smell that? Smells like elf.
Little food pile.
Oh no! Go brutalize them!
I think we might be done here with this build. Let me take a look at my video quick.
I hate it here.
Of the other. Maybe some lamps or some kind of lighting. Yeah, let's see here. I really feel like we need a crate.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about.
Pretty dark in here. I mean, there will be ambient hearth light, but there should be ambient hearth light here already. So yeah, that's not gonna fit. As much as I hate wall torches, I do like these things. Yeah, the ceiling lamps are good too. You read my mind, Tyler. But they don't like to attach to these roof pieces because they have weird hitboxes. So let's see what we can add to make it work.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarfs about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains.
Oh, forgot I was flying. So with that ceiling lamp, I don't think I need those there, but I might put them out here.
I ain't going no further.
All right, I think I got one final touch in mind. We don't really have enough room here, do we? Maybe, kinda. Yeah, like that way that hangs off.
Smell that? Smells like elf.
No, it's not sticking through there, so that's good. I don't know how I feel about it, though. What do you think? I'm gonna go no on that one. But oh, come on, don't be stubborn about this. because I was flying, it was being weird. That's strange.
Smell that? Smells like elf. How can you smell anything over your own stink?
Yeah, you might be right about that. It won't let me click it. There we go. Let's do that there. And then that's not what I clicked on. I don't like the granite ones. Right.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
I forgot about nests. I didn't realize that that's how those were. I don't think I've ever placed one before. That's a shame.
I hate it here.
Well, that's not terrible, though. Most people aren't going to notice that rock, right? Just lie to me. I'm not mad about it, though.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
Yeah. I gotta plant some stuff. Because you brought him up. What else do we want to plant?
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about.
I always think that the bean plants look really good.
I hate it here.
Hey, I'm glad you took it. I'm glad you liked it enough to use it. Kind of wish I had room for a hearth in here, but I mean, I suppose I could have built the fireplace in this corner if it weren't for this wooden column, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think, Tyler? Nice. Okay, we're gonna lose the backpack.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
Yeah, thanks. I agree. I wanted it to look a little cluttered, like, but not messy. Actually, let's go with this angle.
So hungry I could eat a whole dragon.
Wish I could hide that quick build bar. Yeah, for sure. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm going to share some screenshots.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains.
I'm going to try something here real quick. Should have known better. I was hoping I could sink that and then be able to sit on it and not look like there was a chair there. I didn't think I had it for a second. Nope.
So hungry I could eat a whole dragon.
Yeah, it would have been cool. I agree. Except the way the sitting mechanic works, you just walk up to something and hit the use button, so you'd accidentally be sitting all the time.
Oh, dragon.
Try to get a fairly straight on shot here. I'd like to get the nest in there. There we go. Yeah, that'd be good. Cushion.
I want out of this cursed mountain.
I should sleep before I take pictures of where the plants are.
Wyatt, I see prey ahead.
That was poorly timed. I don't have a backpack on. I can't pick that stuff up. The pumpkins didn't grow very much. Or maybe it's just because they're pushed into the wall.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole dragon. Who broke Snorbag's neck? Hurt them!
Yeah, there they just grew a little bit right there.
Keep watch. There's filthy dwarves about. Oh, squash those bearded maggot brains.
Maybe we'll give them a little bit longer. I think I can build the Entcraft one here, maybe. It's only 4 tiles, though, isn't it? No, it's 3.
So hungry, I could eat a whole
I'm not going to
chicken.
build this tonight. I'm just going to set the foundation while I'm waiting for those pumpkins to grow. What did I do here? I'm thinking coastal marble, no roof.
Whole dragon.
Lots of greenery. Is that really them fully grown? Says it's ready. Yeah, I think that's all we're getting. Yeah, maybe. Except we're not going to, I'll go over there and show you in a second. Well, I can probably explain it right here in just a second. Okay, so when you view this, for Toby's sake, when he's looking at it, he's only looking at this layer up. This layer that I'm standing on, these columns, these don't count in the build. So these columns aren't going to count in the build. Problem with planting trees, they don't grow as big in the smaller tree wells, do they? Really, we're going to do no sun here. Oops, I don't have my backpack on. Oh, gotcha. I do want to see the difference in growing, though. Yeah, I don't mind the white lit version because it's pretty unobtrusive, but yeah, I'm not sure what the hitbox does on those either. Can't be good though. Yeah. Not that I'm going to use granite walls, but granite or coastal marble or wood, it'll all be the same as far as the hitbox goes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to try it out. We'll have to play around. I mean, they're the same height so far. All right. I didn't have a wander keg in there, did I? I sure did not. But you know what we can do? Oh, okay. Yeah. That could be cool. Use some ancient columns. Gameplay. Instant craft on. Essentials and crafting. Craft. All right. Got my screenshots. Tyler, are you in my building channel on my server? I don't recall. If you're not, send me a message. Let me know. I'll make sure I add you. But that's going to be it for me tonight. We can raid out to Davy or Wild Blueberry. We'll go to Davy. Thanks for hanging out, Tyler. Thanks for hanging out, lurkers. And I will see you guys probably Tuesday. I just realized that my death counters and my curse counters were up the whole time from last Tuesday's stream. Alright, well, no big deal. Let's see, raid. Where's Davey at? Following. Davey. Hey, Special. We're just taking off. We're going over to raid Davey. But if you've been hanging out, thanks for hanging out. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good night.